2.
Hey there, it's Chef Linda from Catskill Animal Sanctuary, and today we are going to make the most amazing sandwich ever. I love this sandwich. It is made with eggplant, it is made with tofu, and it's made with all kinds of great stuff. You know what it is? It is eggless eggs Benedict.
Yay!
We can have eggs and dairy and all of that stuff without harming animals, and I'm going to show you how we can do it right now. So, we are going to get started right away. If you're joining us, tune into this wonderful recipe. I'm going to start.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Nice to see you, or nice to know that you're there. We're going to start by making this wonderful Hollandaise sauce. So, Eggs Benedict traditionally has a very rich sauce made from egg yolks, butter, very rich. We don't need egg yolks, we don't need butter. We can make this healthier and more compassionate by using plant-based ingredients, which is what we're going to do right now. I've got cashews, a cup of cashews that I soaked in water for a little bit, nothing fancy, and this creates a really creamy, delicious base for our sauce. And it all comes together in a blender, and it's easier to make than animal-based Hollandaise sauce because all we need to do is blend it. That's it. You are going to have to get me my tea kettle over there, cameraman. I just boiled up some water. So right now we have our cashews in here. I'm using nutritional yeast. If you don't know what nutritional yeast is, I don't want to make any assumptions about that. Thank you. Put that there. It is a yellow,
Sorry about that.
flaky, powdery substance, right? And it is just very simple. It's not processed, and it is used in all kinds of things. We make vegan cheeses with it. I add it to spaghetti sauce. I add it to soups and stews, and I add it to Hollandaise sauce. So we're adding a 1/4 cup to our cashews into our blender. That's going to give it a really rich taste. We're going to use a lemon. We're just going to squeeze some lemon in here because that is what is in traditional.
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Hollandaise sauce. And that's the neat thing about lots of our recipes, right? Lots of vegan recipes. We use the flavors, the textures, the elements that may have come from recipes that use animal ingredients, and we reimagine them kindly and frankly in a more healthy way. So I just squeezed a lemon in here. What's that?
Tom.
Tom. Hi, Tom.
Don't worry, Tom. The cookbook's fine. Plus, it's raining, so I'll just
it's
throw it
raining.
outside, and it'll get it'll be extinguished. And Nora, hello.
Hi, Nora. So we have cashews, do nutritional yeast and lemon in here. We're making Hollandaise sauce for our eggless eggs Benedict. I'm putting in 2 teaspoons of mustard. You can use Dijon mustard, but I just wanted to show you. It doesn't have to be fancy. This is my 99-cent brown mustard from ShopRite. I'm putting in 2 teaspoons. Also would be found in the traditional animal-based Hollandaise sauce. So we just get to use the same flavors, right? Then I'm going to add in black salt. Now you're going to say, that's not black, that's pink. This is pink in color, but it is called black salt. It is fantastic to have in your pantry. 1 bag like this will last you a lifetime. It's probably like $8 or $10. And it's a beautiful thing to have because if you are recreating dishes that remind you of eggs, it has a sulfury kind of scent to it, and so it adds that scent and that taste that you may have enjoyed. So I use it in tofu scrambles and vegan egg salad, and we're going to use it in our Hollandaise sauce and our eggless eggs Benedict. So I'm putting in a little bit of that.
Chester and
Hi, Chester.
Siva, I hope I pronounced that right.
Hi.
Cynthia.
Thank you for joining. We're making eggless eggs Benedict. I'm Chef Linda from Catskill Animal Sanctuary, located in upstate New York. And the next ingredients, we're adding a little bit of cayenne pepper, and I'm adding turmeric. Ground turmeric is going to give this a lovely yellow hue, and it's also a great anti-inflammatory, so we love using turmeric. And that is it for our sauce. Now the only thing we need to add now is about a cup of boiling water. And so the great thing about this is that I don't have to dirty a pot. I'm going to put everything in my blender, I'm putting in my boiling water, and that's gonna warm up our sauce.
I love that. It's one less pot I need to wash.
So that's it for the sauce. Now I'm gonna blend it, then we're gonna make the ingredients for the sandwich. So I'm gonna put that over here. Put on the blender. Yeah? Where is it? There it is. You always gotta turn your switches down because if you have them on high, everything's
There you go. We've been there.
Yes, we've been there.
She did a little, Cynthia. She did a little dance. There you go.
How's that for hollandaise sauce, right? That is amazing. So, now look at this.
Jane Unchained loves your shows.
I love you, Jane Unchained. I love all the work you do. You're awesome.
Nice whistling. Yeah. Sorry about that. It's pro bono.
We don't charge extra. So this creamy, beautiful sauce is our hollandaise sauce, all in a blender, no pots, no eggs, no butter. But I do want to just taste it. Always taste before you put it on something.
Dominique.
Oh my God, I hope you make this sauce. This is so, so good. And you can use this on anything, but it is delicious on eggless eggs Benedict. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna recreate this sandwich. Do I have...
Do you have any scroll in your teeth? No.
No sauce on me. Okay.
No, you look lovely.
So I'm going to use an eggplant to reimagine my Canadian bacon, right? Canadian bacon is unkind and unhealthy, and we can do better than that. So what I'm going to do is I thought an eggplant would work because it's round, and it'll just fit on my English muffin nicely. So I'm not peeling it. I did wash it, and I'm just going to cut some really thin, pretty thin slices here. And since I'm going to make about 4 of these.
3 for me and 1 for her.
All right. I don't want to have really thick slices. I want them to cook up quickly. That one was a little bit too thin. I'm going to cut 1 more. It's about 1/8 of an inch, right? So who needs bacon? Who needs Canadian bacon? We can have these, right? So the way we're going to reimagine our Canadian bacon is to just put together some flavors that will remind us and just taste delicious. So I have a bowl here. This is so simple. Eggplant doesn't have a very strong taste, so we're going to use it to kind of sop up some flavors and then fry it up quick in the pan.
Sop up. What kind of knives do you use quickly?
This is, I got this at like TJ Maxx or something, or Home Goods. I did not use super expensive knives. Neither do you need to use super expensive knives. It should feel good in your hand, and it should just be a blade that you can manage. Having 1 good knife is better than having 5 so-so knives, right? Find one you like. This was like, I think, $16. I have, one that was maybe $30. So just find one that is not expensive, but that lets you cut easily. So I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I'm going to add a little bit, so that's going to give us the saltiness that you would expect from bacon. Then I'm going to add a little bit of maple syrup because if...
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Helen. Thanks for joining. We're making eggless eggs Benedict. And I'm with Catskill Animal Sanctuary. So we've got syrup, we've got soy sauce, and we have a little bit of cider vinegar. And then I'm going to add a little bit of liquid smoke. Liquid smoke you can find in most stores today. And it is basically the condensation that's collected from chips that were smoked. You don't need to use it, but it kind of adds to my reimagined bacon, right? I'm going to add just a couple drops there. Hey, Jean. And so that's it. So all I'm doing is I made this little marinade. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the pan so they don't stick. And then I'm literally going to take my eggplant, just like that, dip it right in there. You could marinate this for a little bit if you wanted to let the flavors soak up.
Ooh.
And this is our vegan Canadian bacon. It's in this lovely, healthy, delicious kind.
Don't mind the smoke alarm.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't go off. I have been known to set off a few smoke alarms in my day. So there we go. Gorgeous. Get that out of the way. Those are going to cook for a couple of minutes on each side. While that's happening, we are going to, let's see, I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to do to get our tofu ready. So this is for our eggplant. We're also going to add, after we take this out, this is nice because you can do it all in one pan, right? I'm doing the eggplant in here. The next thing I'm going to add that will soak up any flavor is spinach. This is about, looks like a lot, but spinach cuts down a lot, wilts down a lot. It is high in water content, so it'll kind of smush down. We're going to add a little garlic. We're going to saute that up. You need 3 servings of greens per day, so why not add them to our eggless eggs Benedict, right? So we're going to put that in there for a few minutes and saute that, and then we're going to do our tofu. So for our tofu, this was just, I didn't press it in a tofu press or anything. I just kind of squeezed out some excess water.
Hi, Jenna. Jenna or Gina? I'm sorry.
Hi, Jenna or Gina. Thanks for joining us. We're doing eggless eggs Benedict today on LunchBreak Live.
Pearl?
Hi, Pearl. That's a neat name. I love that. So we're going to use, I want to tell you, you could use a product called Just Eggs. I tested this both ways. I used Just Eggs, which comes in a container, and it's made with mung beans. And it scrambles up just like eggs. If you've ever had it, you know what I'm talking about. It's delicious. It's amazing. But I wanted to do something that was more Whole Foods based, right? So tofu was a little bit less processed. So I said, let's go with that. So I'm going to flip these over. Oh, look at these gorgeous.
It's
oh,
Jen. We got it, Jen. There you go.
All right. Look at our eggplant Canadian bacon here.
Look at that.
Gorgeous, right? Let me just see if I can tilt that a little bit, get some of that oil around there. Okay. So what I'm going to do for the tofu, and this is kind of I'm going to try to cut this into 4 slabs, okay? And I'm going to do that. I'm going to mark my tofu before I cut it. So that's 1, 2. So I need 3 slices, and I get 4 pieces. And I want to just kind of have eyeball that before you do it. Otherwise, it may not work. And if it doesn't work, don't worry. Let me try it this way, just because I'm on camera, and I'm going to try and slice this right through. And I like this thickness. If you like a little bit thicker, by all means, make it a little thicker. So we have this beautiful slice right here. I'm going to do another slice here, right? You can't cut your fingers if you're holding it on top to steady it. But now my hand is right at the end. But I'm not moving fast, so I can't cut myself. So here we go. That's a second slab.
She didn't press this one, Tom.
I did not press it. I just squeezed out the water and wrapped it in a paper towel. And now here's our final slab. We're trying to keep it relatively, relatively even width. So there.
Look at that.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Can you do that, Tom?
So that is going, now look at, you can tell that these are cooked because they get translucent. You can see the opaqueness kind of disappears and they become a little bit translucent, if you can kind of understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick these up. And you don't need to add these to your sandwich, you know, but why not go, let's turn that off. Why not go all out? So this is going to give us a nice smoky, sweet, salty taste. Now we have our tofu.
Can you do me a favor? Move those jars closer to me. There you go.
There we go. So,
thank you.
while I cut these, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take our spinach. I'm going to put back my pan here. We're going to put some spinach in. I'm not even going to add oil. There's a little bit left. There's a little water. I'm just going to literally put all the spinach in and just let it cook down. You can cook with a lot less oil if you really just think about it. We don't need oil in everything, right? So putting that in there, that's going to cook down. And when it's
Ortiz?
almost cooked down, what's that?
Ortiz is joining.
Hi, Ortiz. We're making eggless eggs Benedict. So I'm going to let that cook down. I'm not even going to put salt on it because we have some salt in our Hollandaise sauce that we made in the blender, which is so delicious. That's going to cook. I'll add a little garlic to it in a minute. So right now we took one block of tofu, we sliced it with lengthwise into 4 slices, and now you could do it like that, but I'm going to make
Look at that.
a round, cutie cute little
Hi, Brian. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Brian and Debbie. Thank you for joining us on Lunch Break Live today. I'm making these little round shapes here because I want them to fit on my English muffin, and I want them to fit with that, and it's going to look all cute and fit together. Now, you're going to say, wow, this is such a waste. This is not a waste at all. You know what you do with this? You can make ricotta cheese with this, with some nutritional yeast and some onion powder and garlic powder and salt.
So good.
So delicious. You can also use this wonderful black salt we were just talking about before, and you can chop this up with celery and onions and pickles even, and make an egg salad with your extra tofu. So don't, whatever you do not throw this away. Just make a little egg salad by crumbling that up and adding some mayo, vegan mayo, and all of that goodness. So I get to use my tofu for 2 dishes. So that's a nice way to stretch it. So this is cooking down. Give that a little stir. See, there was like really no oil, no salt. Comes together beautifully. It is sometimes, if you think about getting 3 servings of greens per day, you can put 1 serving in your smoothie, because I hope you're having good, yummy smoothies in the morning. Have a salad, and then find a way to get greens into something. It's really, really important for you. I'm going to add some garlic. Garlic also delicious and healthy for you, adds lots of flavor. I love it when people say, well, vegan food has no flavor. I say, well, where are you eating? Because we are full of flavor.
Yeah, we are.
I just taught an Ethiopian class
Oh,
last week. Oh my God,
so
the
good.
Flavors.
Flavor.
And it was just lentils, mushrooms, and some greens. And each dish was full of flavor and vibrant and amazing. So we got the flavor bases covered, us vegans. Okay?
Right on.
So that is our spinach. And I'm going to just put that aside in a minute. And I'm going to put that on this plate over here. So now, how are we going to prepare our tofu? I like to add a little bit of flavor to my tofu. We're going to fry it up in the pan, but I'm going to use about a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast again. So some of these products, if you buy them, you'll notice, right? You use them in lots of different dishes. So in Trader Joe's, I feel like is the most economical. This is like, I think, still $2.99. So if you have Trader Joe's, buy your nutritional yeast there. I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder, just to add a little flavor. And I'm going to add a little bit, just a pinch of this black salt, right? And this is to make our egg slices, our egg patties here. A little pinch of salt. Okay, shake my hands off here. Now, all we're going to do is mix that up and then just dredge, nothing fancy. We're just going to dredge our little tofu slices in that to give them some flavor. And once my spinach is done, which I'm pretty sure it is.
Smells wonderful.
This is a great dish. You have the holidays coming up now, right? You may have guests coming over, staying over for Thanksgiving. You have Christmas morning or Christmas Eve morning. You have Hanukkah. You have Kwanzaa. You have all these winter holidays coming up. And I don't know how you choose to celebrate, but if you're celebrating with food and you have family coming, these make a really spectacular brunch because you can kind of just double the recipe and make a lot of them, which is awesome. So my spinach
smells and looks divine.
Smells and looks delicious. That is perfect. You do not need to cook it to death. I just want to make sure my garlic hits everything. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spinach. I'm gonna take it out and set it aside for assembly. And I like using one pan because it really doesn't matter. All the flavors are going to be in the sandwich. So if I have some garlic and
Look
spinach
at
left,
that.
I don't mind.
I could eat that just like that.
This is one package of spinach. That's what it cooks down to. So buy double. Okay. So,
Or triple.
Or triple. All right. This time I'm going to add a little oil in here because I do not want my tofu slices to stick. And let me just get that spinach off. Okay. So now I'm going to take these, which were dredged, in our. I'm going to double dredge them. How's that? I'm going to lay them right in the pan. And so this is, right, if you think about eggs in Eggs Benedict, it's that texture, right? And tofu makes a really great texture for a vegan egg. I'm going to turn this up a little bit because of it's, you know, kind of bouncy and kind of has that rubbery kind of texture. And I think it works really well. So I've got 4 of these. I double dredged only because, but you don't need to do that. But they're going to cook up for a minute. Now,
Tammy, you have smell-o-vision.
Can I just tell you, like if you're making breakfast in the morning, like this is fantastic. This will wake up all your guests.
Even your mother-in-law.
And they'll be in the kitchen wondering what the heck you're making. So right now, we've done our eggplant, which is our reimagined Canadian bacon. We've done some beautiful spinach and garlic to go on our sandwich. We have our egg slices here, our tofu slices that are our reimagined eggs. We have our Hollandaise sauce, which was just a quick blender sauce, cashews, nutritional yeast, mustard, lemon, black salt, and some turmeric. And I've just toasted up English muffin slices because I'm going to do bottoms only. You can see my hands. Right?
Top brown only.
Yes, you can do double if you want. So now I want to add just one more thing. I'm going to add a nice tomato in here. Because this is probably the last tomato I'll get at a farmer's market. But, you know, why not add beautiful color and taste and texture to your dishes, right? Like I always like to see what I can add that's going to add beauty, color, nutrition, and this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So we're going to start assembling. I'm going to assemble by taking a little bit of this, and it's still warm, which is what we want, our Hollandaise sauce. I'm going to spread, so I don't need butter. I don't even need vegan butter. So we haven't used any, vegan products like cheese or butter here. We made this basically with pretty much whole foods. Some Hollandaise on the bottom. Then, I don't know, I think I'm going to do, what should we do next? Let's do some spinach.
A little spinach. Yes, Thomas, English muffins.
English muffins, which happen to be vegan. Just check your labels. I'm going to put a little spinach on each. Oh my God, that looks good.
Oh.
So Catskill Animal Sanctuary, if you don't know us, is located in upstate New York. It's about 2 hours from New York City. Check out our website. We do virtual sanctuaries where we bring the animals to you once a week on Thursdays at 1 o'clock. I have a Thanksgiving class coming up, November 11th. We're making butternut squash Wellington, scalloped potatoes for people who want to up their potato game beyond mashed potatoes, and this amazing chocolate ganache turtle tart. So that's November 11th. Sign up for that. If you want a code to get into the class, just DM me and I will get you one.
How long does the Hollandaise sauce, stay in the fridge?
Oh, it'll stay. I would keep it no more than maybe, I don't know, a week. A week is fine. I'm flipping these over. Look how golden brown they're getting. Sizzling away. Got a little bit of a crust on them. Got a little spinach on them too. So, what do I want next? I think I'm going to do a tomato next. Because the green and red just feel like they go together beautifully, right? Then, I'm going to take our eggplant bacon here. Put a couple of those on here. It's beautiful already, isn't it? I can't wait to eat this. This is so yummy. And then the next thing that's going to go on is our eggs on top and then a little bit of sauce on top. So, The holidays are coming up. If you haven't purchased our Compassionate Cuisine cookbook yet, you can get that on our website, and all the proceeds go to support the sanctuary and the animals and feeding them over the winter. We have just gotten so many wonderful comments about it. So if you know somebody who's thinking of going vegan, somebody who loves animals, or if you don't have it yourself, please think about purchasing that book this winter. It's a good one, and we got a lot of mouths to feed. So I am now gonna...
Thank you, Stephen.
These are scrumptious. Do you see how gorgeous? Look at how that all comes together, right? So exciting. For people who don't like to cook, I hope that if you're watching, and you probably already like to cook if you're watching this show, but isn't that gorgeous? Like, this is so exciting. Look at these beautiful sandwiches, and if you serve these, people are gonna say, what? This is what vegans eat? And you're gonna say, yep, this is what vegans eat. So the final touch is just a little bit of Hollandaise sauce over the top.
Come on.
I mean, look at this. This is like, this might be, there's a few dishes that I've made in my career that still make me swoon. And this is one of them. This is definitely one of them. And so what I'm gonna do just to top it off here, I'm gonna put a little bit of paprika because it looks real pretty. If you had chives, you could sprinkle a few chives on top. That's gorgeous. And let's do a little bit of ground black pepper because, right, we're doing some vegan eggs here. And I wouldn't want to put a top English muffin on that because it is too darn beautiful. So, take a look at that. Now, I know you probably think I'm going to try and eat that in front of you. And show you how delicious it is, but that's going to be quite a mouthful. So
I'm going to do it when I shut the camera
let
on.
me see if I could just...
Yeah, cut it with the knife. Cut it in half at least.
I feel like I'm going to leave you hanging if I don't just take a little...
We need to see the dance.
Yeah. If I don't just take a little bite of this and show you how amazing it is. And this is why everybody should be vegan, because when you can eat like this, get this little guy down here. Look at that inside. All these, oh, I can taste the smokiness. Oh my God, just from that. I don't know how I can do this in a ladylike way.
Well,
sure
do it while I'm over here. Now, the dance. There you go. Don't talk with your mouth full.
Am I a mess?
No, you look beautiful.
They're a little messy. Oh my God. The texture and the taste from the tomato even adds something beautiful and sweet. The spinach with the little punch of garlic and that freshness, that smoky eggplant with a little salt, this beautiful kind of bouncy, eggy tofu, and the sauce. And then you have this crunchy muffin underneath. I feel like I say this every time I'm on the show, but if you make nothing else,
Thank you, Cynthia.
make this.
Yes.
This is so good. And it took me a half an hour, but I've been talking, right? Talking to you. You can whip this up and you can make multiple batches of it. Please make this for your friends, your family, for people you love, for people who aren't quite sure that going vegan is going to taste good. This is what vegans eat. Gladly, happily, and we dance about it after.
Right on.
So, having said that, I thank you for tuning in today. I thank you for supporting Jane Unchained and this LunchBreak Live program, which doesn't come together without the support of lots of effort on their side to bring all of this goodness to you, and hopefully it inspires you to make something new or to try something, maybe give up eggs, and try something that is a kinder version of it. And if you don't know Catskill Animal Sanctuary, check us out at casanctuary.org. Buy our cookbook, right? And take my Thanksgiving class, DM me. I'll let you into the class. It's going to be delicious. You can cook along with me. And And so what am I on? I'm on 2 times in November, so I will be back in November, and I'll be cooking up some things that are related to the holidays anyway. So thanks for tuning in. Chef Linda, Catskill Animal Sanctuary. Eat plants, not animals. Bye.